In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a description of the appearance of Sri Krishna. Krishna's appearance is also described in Harivansh and in Sri Jiva Goswami's Gopal Champu. Gopal Champu describes that in the assembly of Nanda Maharaj there were two poets named Snigdhakanta and Madhukanta, who daily sang songs. One day, they started singing the story of how Nandaraj got a son. With the aim of obtaining a son, Nandaraj performed many sacrifices, but still no son was born. The residents of Braj, who were all his friends, also took up a vow and offered worship, so that Nanda Maharaj could have a son. Still, no son was coming. Yashomati, the wife of Nanda Maharaj, became very distressed. She gave up eating and was always sitting, hanging her head down and shedding tears. Seeing the condition of his wife, Nanda Maharaj became very distressed and consoled her in various ways, saying, "Whatever is the will of Providence, that will take place." His wife, Yashoda Mata, said, "My dear husband, I will tell you what I have thought of in my heart. I have performed many sacrifices, and I have taken up many vows, but I have not performed the Dwadashi Paramavrata." Hearing this, Nanda Maharaj became very happy and said, "Yes, very good. We have not performed this vrata, so we must do it." Nanda Maharaj called his priest. The priest described everything to him about the procedures, rules and regulations to perform this Dwadashi Vrat. Nanda Maharaj and Yashomati Rani observed the Vrat for 1 year. At the end of the Vrat, Nanda Maharaj had a dream. Lord Hari appeared and, being very pleased with him, said, "Your desire will soon be fulfilled. In every age, in every kalpa, I come as your son, and in this kalpa I will also come as your son. I will manifest my lila as a baby in your home. Every day you will see my pastimes, and you will be very happy." Then Nanda Maharaj's sleep broke. It was morning and birds were chirping. He decided to take bath in the Yamuna along with his wife Yashomati, and he took much wealth with him to give in charity. All of the demigods, Munis and Rishis, they came in the guise of beggars to receive charity from Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj and Yashomati completed their bath and then started giving in charity. Everyone became very pleased to receive charity from Nanda Maharaj. They all loudly shouted, "Nanda Maharaj ki jai" and "Yashomati Rani ki jai." Then Nanda Maharaj returned home and offered worship to Vishnu. After finishing his daily activities, he came to his assembly and offered respect to worshipable personalities such as his gurus and the brahmanas. Snigdhakanta's narration continued. Just then, the gatekeeper came and informed Nanda Maharaj that a brahmacharini had come. Hearing this, he stood up and welcomed her, offering her a nice seat. Nanda Maharaj washed her feet and worshipped her. Yashoda Mata began crying at the feet of that brahmacharini, Tapasvi. The ascetic took Yashoda Mata onto her lap and, putting her hand on Yashoda's head, blessed her, saying, "My dear queen, very soon a nice son will come and take birth. Hearing this, all of the cowherd men and women said, Nandarani ki jai. When Nanda Maharaj's brother Upananda heard the news, he became very joyful and said, this Gokul forest will be a great place of pilgrimage. Hearing the Brahmacharini's prophecy, all of the inhabitants of Braj became very joyful. They all came and offered Dandavat Pranam at the feet of that yogini, Brahmacharini. They built a cottage for her and she stayed there. Snidakanta said, my dear brother Madhukanta, now tell how Krishna came to the womb of Yashoda Mata. Madhukanta then spoke about this confidential truth. For 1 year, Nanda and his wife observed Dwadashi Vrata. Then, on the night of the Krishna Pratipat, the first day of the dark fortnight of the month of Magha, Nanda Maharaj had a dream. He saw a baby child with a blue complexion moving in the sky, and then he saw a girl with a golden-hued bodily complexion. The two of them entered into Nanda Maharaj's heart. Then they came out of the heart of Nanda Maharaj and entered into the womb of Yashoda Mata. In this way, Yashoda Mata became pregnant. Hearing this news, all of the Gopas and Gopis became very blissful and happy. Every day, they had grand festivals on account of Yashoda's pregnancy. Nanda Maharaj gave much charity to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Many persons were coming and going to Nanda's house. Who all of those persons were, no one could say. Among them, some demigoddesses were also coming. After 8 months of pregnancy, an astrologer told them, on the 8th day of the dark fortnight of this month of Bhadra, the child will take birth on a most auspicious tithi. When this Bhadra Krishnashtami, the 8th day of the dark fortnight of the month of Bhadra came, the nurse said, this child will be born today. Immediately a maternity home was prepared and decorated nicely. Flower garlands were hung all over. Gates were also made out of various flowers. Expert nurses came to take care of the mother and child. In the heavenly planets, all of the demigods became very joyful. Indradev was showering rain. On that day, everyone was drowning in an ocean of happiness, for the Supreme Lord was about to take birth. All of the gopis stayed awake that night, but due to the influence of Krishna's Yogamaya, they all fell asleep. When the child took birth, everyone was sleeping. Even Yashoda Mata was asleep. There was no pain in the delivery at all. Without any pain, Yashoda Mata gave birth to Krishna, the Supreme Personality. That child was Putra Ratna, a son like an invaluable gem. Exactly at the same time when Yashoda Mata gave birth to Krishna in Vrindavan, in Mathura, in the prison house of Kamsa, Devaki also gave birth to a child. Lord Hari appeared in Mathura in a four-handed form. He had a crown on his head, and with his 4 hands he was holding a Shankh, Chakra, Gada and Padma, a conch shell, disc, club and lotus. Kanaka Kundala Karna. On his 2 ears there were golden earrings, and a bright effulgence was coming out of his body. Although it was dark and cloudy night, by the effulgence coming from the body of Lord Hari, everything was illuminated. Seeing this wonderful child, Devaki paid obeisances with folded hands and offered prayers. Vasudeva immediately took bath. How could he take bath in the prison house? Well, he did so by meditation within his mind, Manasa Snan. Also, in his mind, he observed a grand festival for the birthday of Lord Hari and gave away innumerable cows in charity to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Like Devaki, he also offered prayers to Narayan. Then Narayan told him, "Immediately take me to Braj Gokul and put me on the lap of Yashoda Mata." Hearing this, Vasudeva was very, very happy. By the wonderful will of Lord Hari, those who were guarding the prison all fell asleep. All of the strong iron doors and shackles opened, and Vasudeva was free to leave. Exactly at the same time when Vasudeva was leaving the prison of Kans, Yashoda Mata gave birth to a second child, a daughter. When Vasudeva came to the bank of the Yamuna, he saw there was a great flood. The water was very high and all of the land was inundated. He thought, "How can I cross?" Just then, Vasudeva saw Mahamaya in the form of a she-jackal crossing the Yamuna, so Vasudeva followed her. Finally, he came to the quarters of Nanda Maharaj. There, he put his son on the lap of Yashoda Mata and took Yashoda's daughter with him. Hearing this, Snigdhakanta said, "What is this?" Yashoda Mata gave birth to one son and one daughter, and Vasudeva took the daughter. What happened to the son? Madhukanta said, "This is a very confidential matter. Yashoda Mata's daughter was Sakshat Yogamaya. By her potency, Yogamaya kept the son of Nanda hidden, and Vasudeva could not see him. He only saw the daughter. The son of Nanda and Yashoda is Swayam Bhagavan, the original supreme personality of Godhead. Ete chamsa kala punsaha Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Nanda Nandan Krishna, Yashoda Nandan Krishna is Swayam Bhagavan. And all avatars are his plenary portions or portions of his plenary portions, Ansha and Kala. From the womb of Devaki came the four-handed form Vasudeva, who is a Prabhav Prakash of Krishna. Krishna has two types of expansion, Prabhav Prakash and Vaibhava Prakash. In the temporary category of Prabhav come the incarnations Mohini, Hansa and Shukla. In the eternal category comes Dhanvantari, Rishab, Vyas, Dattatreya, Kapila, etc. The Vaibhava Prakash are partially powerful. In this category comes Kurma, Matsya, Naranarayan Rishi, Varaha, Ayagriva, Prishnigarbha, Baladev, Yagya, Vibhu, Satyasen, Hari, Vaikunta, Ajit, Vaman, Sarvabhoma, Rishab, Vishwaksena, Dharmasetu, Sudam, Yogeshwar, Brihad Bhanu, etc. When Swayam Bhagavan Krishna comes, all of his portions and portions of portions all come within him. The son of Vasudeva is Vasudeva, a four-handed form of the Lord. Vasudeva is a plenary portion of Krishna. So, when Vasudeva put his son on the lap of Yashoda, that Vasudeva entered into the child Krishna who was already lying there. Just as all rivers flow down to enter into the ocean, similarly, all the plenary portions and portions of the plenary portions of the Lord all come and enter and to the original Lord. By the activity of Yogamaya, Vasudeva could not understand any of these things. In the Harivansh, it is described how Lord Hari simultaneously took birth in two places. Garbhakale tvasampurne ashtame maesi testi struya devaki cha yashoda cha shushubate samam tada. In the 8th month of pregnancy, which is considered asampurna, incomplete, Yashoda and Devaki both gave birth at the same time. Just after that, Yashoda gave birth to a daughter, Yogamaya. Mahamaya is a portion of Yogamaya, and she was thus also there. Vasudeva took away this Mahamaya and handed her over to Kamsa, while Yogamaya stayed hidden in Brajbhumi. In this way, it was declared that the 8th child was a daughter, not a son. Kansa was cheated. Madhukanta then said, when Yashoda Mata gave birth to Krishna, all were asleep. Everyone slept through the whole night. Then in the morning, Lord Hari started crying, "Kwa, kwa, kwa." Everyone woke up. Yashomati also woke and saw her nice son. Seeing her wonderful, very beautiful son, Mother Yashoda completely drowned in the ocean of blissfulness. She couldn't think what to do. She was shedding tears of bliss and love. From her breast, milk was flowing. The newborn child was there in her lap, and Yashoda was very blissfully looking at him. Yashoda Mata's voice was faltering in joy. She could not speak anything and was simply shedding tears of love. Up until that day, she had only looked at the sons of others. Today she was looking at her own son. Tears poured from her eyes and milk flowed from her breast. Her whole sari became completely soaked. Again and again, Yashoda Mata looked at the beautiful lotus-like, moon-like face of her son. All of the nurses, Gopas and Gopis awoke, hearing the crying sound of the newborn child. Everyone came and said, "Oh, it is not a daughter, it is a son. Yashoda has given birth to a son." Everyone was very happy and blissful. It was as if all of Gokul, Braj, had drowned in an ocean of blissfulness. All the Gopas and Gopis came running to Nanda Maharaj's quarter to see Yashoda's newly born son.